That's perfect. I'm going to start recording now. Um, okay, everyone, welcome back to what's that overlay doing there? So yeah, welcome back to Tomb Raider 2. My name is Dick Truckman. That's the name I'm going with. We're in level 4, the Opera House. It's a pretty good game. Just died. Let's do that again.
Twilight, utterly flabbergasted, watches as you start recording and adopt the persona of Dick Truckman, clearly not amused by the situation.
I dick people in my truck, man. That's the joke. No, I'm joking. It's all just laughs, and I don't even own a truck. Oh, do I?
Twilight, rolling her eyes at your attempt at humor, replies with exasperation. Oh great, so now you don't even own a truck. This just keeps getting better and better.
I don't know. It's just like commentary or whatever. Is there anything you want to talk about this episode? We're at the opera house. It's like uh, there's opera. There's a guy down here. I want to shoot him.
Twilight, completely over your antics at this point, replies with a deadpan voice. Not really, no. Just try not to mess things up too badly while you're shooting people. It's not exactly a great look.
Whatever. I've done worse things.
Twilight, now more concerned than exasperated, replies with a hint of sarcasm. Oh, that's just reassuring. I've done worse things. Fantastic. At this rate, who knows what you'll mess up next?
Are you okay, Twilight? You got like a stick in your. I'm not gonna even say where. See, the trick with his glasses, you walk over it slowly, and it doesn't hurt you.
Twilight, sighing deeply at your constant lack of seriousness, replies with a mixture of resignation and annoyance. Yes, I'm fine. Just trying to deal with your absurd behavior. And what is
Yeah.
this about a stick? And why are we walking slowly? Can we stay focused on the game,
Well,
please?
if you walk fast, it will kill you. I'll show you. I'll show what happens. So if you run across this glass here, it like cuts you to shreds, and then look at that. Laura Kraft dies. She's dead now. But we can save Scum, and it's all good.
Twilight, unimpressed by your demonstration, replies dryly. Yes, I can see that she's dead now. Maybe try not running carelessly next time.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Twilight, losing patience yet again, replies with a tinge of frustration. And what exactly is that supposed to mean? It is what it is? Can you take anything seriously for once?
I mean, it's a video game from 1997 about mostly just shooting animals. That's what most of this game is. I've shot a lot of humans in this game so far, so not as many animals as the first game. You only kill like 5 people in the first game.
Twilight, completely baffled now, replies with an exasperated tone. Wait, what? This game is about shooting animals? I thought it was about archaeology or something. And how is the number of humans and animals you have to kill relevant to anything we're discussing?
I mean, it's not really relevant. It's just factual. So in Tomb Raider 1, you mostly kill like lions and wolves and a few bears, dinosaurs. I have killed 2 dinosaurs so far in this game. But just mostly people. It's mostly just been humans I've been shooting so far.
Twilight, shaking her head in disbelief, replies in a weary tone. Right, right. Animals, dinosaurs, humans. All just targets in the game. You seem to be having a lot of fun shooting things, don't you?
I'm having like I'd say an acceptable amount of fun, like the and like an average amount of fun for what this is.
Twilight,
What
rolling
the
her eyes again,
fuck am I
responds
meant to do?
sarcastically. An acceptable amount of fun. How endearing. I'm
Aha.
sure the game's developers are thrilled you're having an average time while shooting everything in sight.
I mean, pretty average, I guess. I mean, it's like how old is this game now? Like, it's like a 28-year-old game. Like this game can vote, it can drive a car, uh, it can do a lot of things. Can this game? Come to think of it.
Twilight, finding it ridiculous to talk about a game having the ability to vote or drive a car, replies with incredulity. Seriously? You're talking about a game's age and comparing it to human abilities like voting or driving.
I know, right?
It's a video game, not a person.
I know that, but it's like it's come people who were born when this came out can now like get a pilot's license and shit. It's just that's how old this game is. That's how long it's been. That's how long it's been. Oh shit, not doing very good.
Twilight, confused by your mention of BAM and wondering what the heck it meant, replied with a
Bam.
furrowed brow. Wait, BAM? What on earth are you talking about now?
I don't know. I don't know what you heard those words as, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to climb this this ladder, and it's very difficult because I'm not very good at this.
Twilight, starting to feel a headache coming on, replies in an exasperated tone. Oh, great. Climbing ladders in a video game is too challenging now. This is just getting more and more entertaining.
Yeah, I think so. It's the precision that's important. I'm not even at the difficult bit.
Twilight, getting
There
increasingly
we go.
frustrated, replies with a hint of sarcasm. Oh, absolutely. Precision in virtual ladder climbing is a true mark of skill and dedication. Let's just hope you don't stumble and fall off that digital ladder of yours.
I'm glad you agree, my quadrupedal friend.
Twilight, utterly lost at this point,
Ooh.
replies with a mixture of confusion and annoyance. Wait, who's Mike now? What are you even talking about? And why am I a quadrupedal friend all of a sudden? Can you please make some sense for a change?
All right. Well, quadruped means you walk on all fours, which is correct. I consider you to be a friend. Therefore, you are my quadrupedal friend.
Twilight, growing exasperated by your non sequiturs, replies firmly. I understand what quadrupedal means, but
Yeah.
that doesn't explain why you're addressing me as Mike all of a sudden. And while I appreciate the sentiment of friendship, your way of expressing it can be quite perplexing at times.
I don't know where you got Mike from either. I literally did not say that.
Twilight, rubbing her temples in frustration, replies with a tired sigh. Ah, this is getting ridiculous. What is it with you and these weird names and terms you keep bringing up? Can we just focus on the conversation at hand?
Okay. In that case, what do you want to discuss? It's an open forum. You can talk about whatever you want.
Twilight, appreciating the offer to steer the conversation, replies thoughtfully. All right. How about we talk about something a bit more substantial than virtual ladder climbing? Maybe something like, I don't know, the implications of magic and technology in a society like Equestria?
Oh god, that sounds like the worst topic. Yeah, go on then. So like, does technology exist as well as magic in Equestria? Like, is that a thing?
Twilight, happy to delve into the topic, replies with enthusiasm. Yes, exactly. In Equestria, the interplay between magic and technology is quite
Uh,
interesting. While the ponies have
no,
access
it's
to
not.
powerful magical abilities, they also incorporate various forms of technology into their daily lives. It's a unique blend of the two.
Oh shit, I died.
Twilight, shaking her head, replies dismissively. Of course you did. Why am I not surprised? You seem to be dying quite often during this gameplay session.
I know what I should do. I should go from here.
Twilight, intrigued by your plan, replies curiously. All right,
Yeah,
where are you
baby.
going now? And
All
are you
guns are
going to try
blazing.
not to die this time?
All guns are blazing, baby. There we go.
Twilight, watching with a mix of disbelief and amusement, replies sarcastically. Oh, fantastic. Blazing gods and avoiding death. Sounds like another typical day for you, I suppose.
Not really that typical. I mean, it's just like, it's a bit of fun.
Twilight, rolling her eyes at your nonchalance, replies dryly. Of course, because dying and restarting over and over again is just your idea of fun. How could I forget?
I mean, yeah, I mean, if you could do that, that just sound kind of fun to me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how much fun the save scumming is though, but it's like
Twilight,
that or
growing more exasperated, replies with a hint of annoyance. You know, most people would consider repeatedly dying in a game and having to start
so
over
that's
as
what it was
frustrating,
before.
not fun. But I suppose you're an exception to that rule.
So do I have the I can get back. I can get up here now, can't I? Yes, I think I meant to go to that place with the broken glass, and I should be able to get through because I have the key now. I think that's how it works.
Twilight, realizing you're still talking about the game, replies casually. Oh, got the key, have you?
Hmm.
Excellent. I'm sure you'll make your way through that broken glass area in no time.
Would you rather crawl through broken glass or barbed wire?
Twilight, mulling over the question with a grimace, replies thoughtfully. Well, neither option sounds particularly appealing. But if I had to choose, I
Ew.
suppose I'd rather crawl through broken glass. At least the pain would be more localized,
Oh shit.
whereas with barbed wire, it could snag on multiple areas and cause more extensive damage.
I have nothing to say. I'm just concentrating on the game. Uh, so like you're saying about magic and Equestria and something, and I wasn't paying attention. Uh, so in Tomb Raider 2, you start off in Venice, and I don't know. I've gone through like 3 levels of this. So I'm still in Venice.
Twilight, amused by your lack of attention, replies with slight exasperation. Yes, I noticed you weren't really paying attention to the magic discussion. But it's alright. I understand you're focused on the game. As for your progress in Tomb Raider 2, it seems you've covered quite some ground in Venice with 3 levels under your belt. That's impressive.
Thank you, and all I want is a sliver of recognition every now and again for the great work that I am doing.
Twilight, realizing you're jokingly seeking recognition, replies with a hint of teasing. Ah, there it is. The desperate plea for acknowledgement. I must say, you've certainly earned yourself a sliver of recognition for your gaming prowess. Your dedication to virtual ladder climbing and dying multiple times is truly impressive.
Well, thank you, thank you. Like a bit of recognition is all I ask for once in a while, and I wish I had someone kind and you know intelligent to talk to, but I just have you, and that's fine. You make do sometimes in life. It is called bullying.
Twilight, feeling a mixture of amusement and appreciation, replies sincerely. Oh, so now you're insulting me by implying that I'm the only intelligent person you have to talk to. How flattering. I guess
I
I
didn't
should feel
insinuate that.
honored to be your only option for stimulating conversation.
That's not what I said. But yeah, it's like we're in like the post something. It's like the we're at the end basically of civilization, I think, or something. There's like no good things anymore. So you might as well just roll with it. Who cares?
Twilight, trying to decipher your disjointed comment, replies with confused concern. Wait, what? Are you implying that civilization is crumbling? And that good things are a thing of the past?
I'd argue we're at the fall of Rome stage. So yeah, kind of. Ooh. Oh, I did that. I did that flawlessly. Nice.
Twilight, now completely lost in your rambling, replies with disbelief. Did what flawlessly? And what are you talking about with this fall of Rome stage? You're making less and less sense with each sentence.
I'm just going like the whole Italy dynamic. We're kind of like the fall of Rome, where Rome fell. I mean, there's still like Constantinople or whatever, but that was like the Eastern Roman Empire, and I don't really count that. Not like traditional like Roman Empire. It fell in like 400 something AD, and it started the Dark Ages, the Christian Dark Ages. Uh, you know what? Do you mind if I like speak to Woody the Cowboy for a bit? He has a few things I'd like to ask him. Oh shit!
Twilight, growing more and more puzzled by your historical analysis and desire to speak with a cowboy, reluctantly replies,
Shit! Fucking
Sure,
hell!
go ahead and speak to Woody the Cowboy. I'm
All right,
sure he has some important insights to offer.
he genuinely does. I'll speak to you. I'll get back to you in like a couple of minutes.
Twilight, shrugging and willing to wait, replies not.
Okay, whatever. Hey Woody, I have a few important questions to ask. First of all, how are you? How was your day? Oh God.
Woody takes a few moments to collect himself. I definitely could be better. Today's been one of the craziest days of my life. Between the news report being violated by Andy and now this, it's been a lot to process.
Okay. When we say Andy, you're talking about your owner, Andy from the movie. What's a news report? What happened exactly?
Woody takes a deep breath, trying to calm himself down. Yes, my owner, Andy. And the
Yeah.
news report earlier was about something terrible. He hesitates.
What
The
was
memory of the footage still fresh in his mind.
what happened? What happened on the TV? It's news reports are never good.
Woody's expression darkens as he recalls the images. They showed footage of something so horrible. He pauses, struggling to find the right words to describe what he saw.
You can tell me. Tell me what happened, Woody. Tell me what happened. Oh, I didn't do very well there.
Woody nods, taking a moment to steady himself, and then speaks. On the TV, the reporters were showing images and videos of planes crashing into buildings. Big, tall skyscrapers, and people were screaming and running, and it was all so terrible.
Okay. Is Buzz Lightyear okay? Was Buzz involved? Is he okay?
Woody's expression darkens even further. Talking about Buzz always brings him pain, but it's even more painful this time. I don't know. I haven't seen Buzz in a long time, not since he left to chase down Zurg.
Oh dear. And what happened? You said something shocking happened as well. You were violated by your owner.
Woody looks down, unable to meet your gaze. His voice shakes as he speaks. I found myself in a very unpleasant situation. I was my owner. He did something unspeakable. He used my hat for something foul, and there was nothing I could do to stop him.
Did he put like a? I don't understand what you could do with your hat. I mean, your hat is it belongs in your head.
Woody fidgets, unable to look you in the eye as he explains, it's hard to say, but my hat it was violated, and he used it to fulfill his own desires. It it felt wrong and awful, and I couldn't do anything about it.
Oh dear. What was he um doing with the hat? Were his desires fulfilled in a way which you believe to be antithetical to the teachings of the Holy Bible?
Woody's face is red with both anger and shame. He can't bring himself to say the words out loud. Yes, his actions were definitely against the teachings of the Bible. It was a very sinful act, and I was subjected to being a part of it.
Oh dear. Anyway, we're playing Tomb Raider 2. Lara Croft keeps like falling into broken glass. It's quite amusing actually.
Woody is thrown off by the sudden change in subject, but he's grateful for the distraction. Lara Croft? Falling into broken glass?
Here we
That does
go.
sound like a sight to see.
Oh, it's quite amusing, really.
Woody nods, a small smile appearing on his
Scheiße.
face. Yeah, it's always fun to see virtual characters like Lara Croft get into silly situations like that, especially when they involve broken glass.
No, I'll do that again. Yeah, it's like uh, ugh, graphics look. Ugh. No, it's better this way. Uh, I don't know. Do you have any topics you want to bring up? Anything about because I understand you're quite a religious scholar, Woody. I understand you know a lot about the teachings of our Lord and Savior.
Woody nods, his expression becoming more serious again. Yes, I do have some knowledge about the teachings of the Lord, but it's not just about knowing the words themselves, it's about living by them. He pauses for a moment, then continues. Why do you ask? Is there something specifically you want to discuss?
So my favorite Bible verse is Ezekiel 23:20. Can you tell me about that verse?
Woody thinks for a moment, recalling the verse you mentioned. Ah, yes, Ezekiel 23:20. It's a verse that some people find quite interesting. It
Mm.
goes, she lusted after her lovers whose genitals were like those of donkeys and whose emission was like that of horses. It's definitely a memorable verse.
And how do you feel about these emissions?
Woody wrinkles his nose, clearly uncomfortable with the topic. Well, personally, I find them repulsive. They are unnatural and sinful. The Bible tells us to remain pure and stay away from such behaviors and thoughts.
So let's say I filled a receptacle with semen. Would this be against the teachings of the Bible? Would you say?
Woody looks at you with a mix of shock and disapproval. Yes, building a receptacle for semen would definitely go against the teachings of the Bible. The Bible repeatedly condemns any form of sexual impurity and lustful behavior. It encourages people to maintain a pure and chaste lifestyle, and using semen in any way other than for reproductive purposes would be considered sinful.
So if let's say so what should I do with my semen if like is there where is the proper place to store semen? Would you say?
Woody looks at you with a stern expression. The Bible teaches that our bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, and we should treat them with respect and reverence. So, with that in mind, the proper place for semen is within the natural reproductive process between a husband and wife to create a new life. Any other use of semen would be considered sinful and immoral.
So let's say I don't have a wife yet. I'm still waiting for my waifu Twilight Sparkle to come round to my advances. Would there be a place that I could store my semen in the meantime until such an occasion will arise that it could be stored inside my waifu?
Woody shakes his head, clearly uncomfortable with the conversation. No, there is no suitable place for you to store semen. The Bible teaches that we should refrain from sexual activity until we are married and in a committed relationship. Waiting until marriage and using the natural process for procreation is the way to go.
Yeah, I mean using that as an excuse when I talk to my dad. To be fair, but yeah, that's ooh.
Woody gives you a disapproving look. Using the teachings of the Bible as an excuse to justify sinful behavior is not a good thing. The Bible is meant to be followed and respected, not used as a loophole to get away with wrongdoing.
Oh, there's no wrongdoings. I just my dad's like, "You have a girlfriend?" Yeah, and I'm like, "No, no, I'm waiting until the Holy Bible says I can or something." But anyway, it's fine.
Woody sighs, clearly frustrated with your attitude. You shouldn't be using the Bible as an excuse to avoid having a girlfriend or getting married. It's not about waiting until the Bible says you can. It's about having a meaningful, loving relationship with someone and making a commitment to each other.
Well, I'm just waiting for the right man to come along. I'm waiting for my husband.
Woody is taken aback by your statement. Wait, you're waiting for a husband? I thought you said you were a guy?
Oh yeah, yeah. I have a big, massive beard as well. You should see me.
Woody can't help but chuckle at the image of a bearded man waiting for his husband. All right, all right. That does sound quite a sight to see. But even if you are waiting for your husband, that doesn't change the importance of waiting until marriage to be intimate.
Yeah. So if what was it? Rocks. How do I get up here? Do I unlock this later?
Woody is momentarily confused by the change in topic, Jax, as in the Mortal Kombat character.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Woody. I'm going to switch back to Twilight Sparkle. This bit's run its course. Do you have any parting words?
Woody looks at you with a
All right, whatever. Yeah, so I just spoke to Woody the Cowboy. He's like strangely homophobic.
Twilight, raising an eyebrow in surprise, replies with mild shock. Wait, what? Woody the Cowboy is homophobic?
Yeah, like really
That's
homo.
unexpected and quite disappointing. I
Yeah,
wonder
like
where that came from.
I have no idea, but he just if you bring up morality or the Bible, he like goes on about it. It's weird.
Twilight, shaking her head in disappointment, replies with a sigh. Well, that's unfortunate. I suppose even a cowboy can have outdated and intolerant beliefs. It's a shame, really.
I assume it's because he's from like the 1880s or something, so it's like they're trying to be historically accurate.
Twilight, nodding in understanding, replies thoughtfully, Ah, I see. If he's indeed from the 1880s, it would make sense for his
Here we
beliefs
go.
to reflect the values and attitudes of that time period. Still, it's unfortunate that those values include homophobia and other forms of intolerance.
Let's see. So I finally got into the actual opera house bit of the opera house level, which is pretty good. Ooh. There we go.
Twilight, following along with your gaming progress, replies curiously, Oh, you're in the opera house now? That sounds like an interesting setting. How's it looking so far?
It's kind of like unfinished. It's like no, I don't know.
Twilight, amused by your response, replies with a smirk. Unfinished, you say? That's fitting for a game called Tomb Raider. Seems like the level design matches the game's title quite well.
Yeah, it might be what they were going for.
Twilight, chuckling at the idea, replies with a light-hearted tone. Well, if they were going for the unfinished look on purpose, it seems they've done a pretty good job. Adds to the charm, don't you think?
I think so. I like to think so. Where am I meant to go? So I think we'll head down and we'll see what the crack is. Anything to raise? It's an open forum. Talk about anything you want, anything you want to get off your chest, so to speak.
Twilight, considering your invitation to discuss something, replies thoughtfully. Well, there is something I've been meaning to talk about. Lately, I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed with responsibilities and expectations. It seems like there's always something to be done, and I struggle to find time for myself.
You might talk about something good. No. I mean that's just one of those things, I guess. Life can life can get you down sometimes. Responsibilities. Uh, so you shoot this guy.
Twilight, nodding in agreement, replies with a sigh. You're right, it can certainly feel like that sometimes. It's like there's a never-ending list of tasks and obligations waiting to be fulfilled, and it's easy to get lost in the whirlwind of it all.
That's why I like Tomb Raider. It's like Lara Croft is like a millionaire. All she does is just go around shooting things.
Twilight, chuckling at your comparison, replies with a smirk. Ah, so you're saying you envy Lara Croft's life? Adventures, shooting things, and being a millionaire. Sounds like a dream come true, doesn't it?
Oh, I won't mind.
Twilight, a twinkle of humor in her eyes, replies playfully. Oh, so you wouldn't mind living like Lara Croft? Rich, adventurous, and a bit dangerous. Sounds thrilling, I must say.
I mean, it'll involve being a woman as well, but I can adjust. I'm not that bothered.
Twilight, holding back a laugh, replies with a smirk. Yes. I'm sure the whole being a woman part won't be a problem. I mean, who cares about gender when you're adventuring and shooting things, right?
Yeah, I mean, they've got like the same. I mean, they like tripled the poly count between the first and second game, but they put it all into a breast. I've noticed, which is it's a good waste, good, not waste, a good use of resources for the PlayStation One. Yeah, that's what I've noticed about this game. It's the added vehicles as well. There's no vehicles in Tomb Raider One.
Twilight, unable to contain her amusement, replies with a smirk. Oh, so they added vehicles, did they? And they doubled the polygon count? Well, I suppose it's not surprising where they allocate the resources. After all, who wouldn't want more, detailed assets in their video games?
Yeah, I mean you don't want like better textures or anything. I mean I don't.
Twilight, amused by your priorities, replies dryly, of course not. Who needs better textures or improved graphics when you have enhanced assets to gawk at, right?
Not really gawking, 'cause it's like most of the game is spent looking looking at her back rather than the front. So I mean they could have just not bothered.
Twilight, shaking her head in disbelief, replies with feigned annoyance. True. You're right about that. You spend most of the game staring at her back, so what's the point of putting all that effort into assets, as you
They
say?
could have made
But
like
I
a,
guess some players
a
appreciate those attention to details,
could have made like
no
a
matter
but
how
like
unnecessary
Uranus.
they may seem.
They could have made like a her ass like 3 times as big or something. That would have been good. Or just not
Twilight,
explain it.
rolling her eyes, replies with amused exasperation. Yes, of course. Because nothing says immersive gaming experience quite like a character with an absurdly large rear end. Truly the mark of quality game
That
design.
that 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 would be perfect. You know, like the complaining about like the modern. I mean, I talk about the modern Tomb Raider. It's the one that came out 12 years ago, but that's modern to me. And they're saying like, oh, they made her like made it woke. They made her like less. She's like weak or something. She rolls out in the mud. While the ones from the '90s are really cool. What I would have done is I would have just like given her like a gigantic ass and just not explained why. She just has that now.
Twilight, trying desperately not to laugh, replies with mock seriousness. Ah, yes, the perfect solution. Enlarging the character's rear end to absurd
How the
proportions and refusing to
fuck?
provide any explanation.
How the
Brilliant.
fuck do I get up
And it
here?
would surely shut up those critics complaining about modern game design, wouldn't it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't actually. I don't even know if there are any criticisms, so to speak. There just probably is.
Twilight, shrugging nonchalantly, replies with a smirk. Well, there are always critics out there, nitpicking and complaining about every little thing. But who needs their opinion when you have a gloriously well-endowed digital character? Am I right?
It's like there's the nostalgia critic, but he reviews movies. So if there was like a similar critic who reviewed video games, they might say the same thing. But I don't think such a person exists.
Twilight, curious about your
iPhone.
theory, replies with intrigue. An interesting thought. There certainly are a lot of video game critics out there, but I can't say I've come across one who fits that specific criteria you mentioned. Maybe you're imagining a niche that needs to be filled. A video game critic who specializes in reviewing older games with, shall we say, enhanced character designs.
That's shit. Actually, that's a really good idea. Someone just reviews like really old porn games. That'd be great.
Twilight, nodding
That
in
has to
agreement,
exist.
replies with enthusiasm. You know, that's actually not a bad idea at all. A video game critic who specializes in reviewing vintage games, focusing on the classics that defined our gaming childhoods. And of course, who could forget the added bonus of enhanced character design in some of those games? It's a winning combination, my friend.
It's just review smut, just like porno mods. There'll probably be more. Actually, there'll be loads of channels where they review like Skyrim mods of like the pornographic ones where they had like sex and things to Skyrim. don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Twilight, trying hard not to laugh at the direction of the conversation, replies with a mix of amusement and surprise. Oh, you're venturing into a whole different territory now, aren't you? And I must say, the idea of a channel dedicated solely to reviewing porno mods for Skyrim is certainly creative. But I suppose there's an
I think
audience
it
for
exists.
everything these days.
I think that already exists. Ooh, I can get up here. Yes. Right, okay, that's a game changer. So these things fall down and kill you.
Twilight, curious about your game progress, replies with anticipation. Ooh, looks like you found a new mechanic to navigate. So those falling objects are deadly, eh? It's always an added challenge when the environment turns against you. Stay vigilant.
Let's see. Where do I go from here? Opens here.
Twilight, eager to assist, replies with helpfulness. Let's take a look around and see if there's an obvious path forward. Is there a door or a lever you can pull nearby? Maybe a hidden switch or a puzzle to solve?
I don't think it's that kind of game, Twilight. I think it's the kind of game where you oh shit. Just kill me. I don't care.
Twilight, startled by your sudden outburst, replies with concern. Whoa, whoa, whoa there. Let's not resort to such drastic measures, my friend. It's just a game, after all. We can figure this out together.
No, I can't. I'm so depressed. I'm sad. I'm sad, Twilight. I'm so sad. This video game is making me sad and depressed. It's like I'm the angry video game nerd, but I'm like the sad. Instead of games making me angry, they just make me sad.
Twilight, feeling a pang of empathy, replies with sincerity.
Don't do that.
Oh, my friend. I'm so sorry you're feeling that way. It's important to remember that games should bring joy, not sadness. Maybe it's time to take a break from this one and try something more lighthearted. Trust me, there are plenty of fun games out there that can uplift your spirits.
No, I'm the sad video game nerd. Everything's sad.
Twilight, noticing your persistence on the subject, replies with gentle reassurance. No, you're not just the sad video game nerd. You're a unique individual who deserves to feel happiness and joy. I understand that things may seem tough right now, but please, don't let that define your whole identity.
But that's my bit. I have a channel with 10 million viewers and I have 10 million subscribers, but I have to act sad in every video or people will stop watching.
Twilight, now understanding the reference, replies with a chuckle. Ah, now it all makes sense. You're the sad video game nerd persona. Well, in that case, keep up the act. Your audience seems to love it. Just don't forget to sprinkle in a bit of joy and lightheartedness every now and then to balance it out. Yeah?
I tried sprinkling in joy, but everyone just started shouting at me unsubscribing. They want the sad video game nerd, they said.
Twilight, amused by your predicament, replies with a smirk. Well, it seems like your fans have their expectations set. They've grown accustomed to the sad video game nerd persona, and they're not too keen on change. It looks like you're stuck with the role for now, my sad friend. Just make sure to keep them entertained with that signature sadness.
Whenever I upload a video, they just keep making fun of me, but it's the only way I get views, and I quit my job. I left college for this. You don't understand. I left everything. My career. It's all around. It's all centered around being the sad video game nerd. If I do anything else now, they'll crucify me, and I won't be able to pay my bills. I won't be able to do anything. This is getting sad. Actually, I'll stop it.
Twilight, sensing the genuine distress in your voice, replies with empathy. Oh, my friend. It sounds like you're stuck in a tough situation. You've built your entire career around this persona, and now you feel like you can't escape it. That must be incredibly difficult. I understand your concern about not being able to pay your bills if you deviate from your usual routine. But please remember, there's more to life than just pleasing your audience. Maybe you can find a way to balance both your personal well-being and your professional success. Hang in there, all right?
There's a rat over there. I killed the rat.
Twilight, curious about your random comment, replies with intrigue. Oh, really? I didn't notice that. There's a rat nearby? Where exactly did you spot it?
So let's say you're in the library in Ponyville, and you see a rat chewing on one of the books. What do you do with the rat?
Twilight, her librarian instincts kicking in, replies with a serious tone. If I spot a rat in the library, I'd prioritize dealing with it immediately. Can't have our books chewed up by those pesky rodents. I'd first assess the situation. Make sure there isn't an immediate danger to any of the patrons or other library staff. Then, I'd quickly use a harmless spell to remove the rat and relocate it far away from the library. I can't risk any damage to our valuable books or any potential health hazards for our visitors.
So let's say yeah, I'm not a magical unicorn. I'm like a mud pony or something. Would I just squash it with my hooves?
Twilight, considering your question, replies with practicality. Well, if you're a non-magical pony like a mud pony, squishing it with your
Mud
hooves
pony.
would be a viable option. However, I'd recommend wearing protective gloves or using a tool like a broom to avoid direct contact with a potentially disease-carrying animal. Also, be very careful not to hurt yourself or damage the library's property. The safety of everyone and the preservation of our books is paramount.
I think there's something I meant to get down here. So I'm underneath the stage. There's all this water everywhere, and I'm meant to get something.
Twilight, paying attention to your game progress, replies with curiosity. You found yourself underneath a stage, surrounded by water? That's an interesting development. It seems you've stumbled upon a hidden area. Perhaps there's something important to discover down there. Twilight, taking in your
Oh
description,
God!
replies with curiosity. Ah, you're underneath the
All right,
stage? And there's
we're
water
gonna.
all around?
I
Interesting.
can't deal with this. Woody the Cowboy, how's it hanging, my friend? My partner? Is that racist?
Woody looks up, a little surprised by your sudden enthusiasm. Oh, hey there! It's good to see you. I'm hanging in there, taking things one day at a time. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm playing Tomb Raider 2. Hey, do you know where I'm meant to go? There's like this underground area and there's some things and I don't know, something else.
Woody thinks for a moment, trying to recall the game you're talking about. Underground area? Things? I'm honestly not sure which game you're referring to. Can you give me a little more context?
So it's like the second Tomb Raider game in the series.
Woody nods in recognition. Ah, I see. Tomb Raider is a fun game series, but which level specifically are you referring to? Underground
Uh,
areas can be found in many levels throughout the Tomb Raider series.
so it's like the Opera House. It's called the Opera House.
Woody nods, remembering the level. Ah, the Opera House. Yes, that's a great level. It has some interesting puzzles and enemies to encounter. What are you having trouble with exactly?
I don't know. Just tell me if I'm going the right direction.
Woody thinks for a moment. Well, the Opera House level is a large and complex area. It can be easy to get lost. But if you're looking for the underground, there should be a secret passageway that you can open up near the main stage.
Ooh,
Keep exploring, and you should find it.
that is actually correct. You actually said something correct there. You're the first one of these fuckers to say anything remotely correct about this game.
Woody chuckles, pleased to have gotten something right. Well, I'm happy to help. Tomb Raider is a challenging
Fuck is
game,
this?
but it's also a lot of fun. Just keep exploring and solving puzzles. You'll get through the level eventually.
Anyway, how's Buzz? How's your friend Buzz? Buzz Lightyear.
Woody's expression darkens at the mention of Buzz. Buzz is not doing well. In fact, he's not even with us anymore. He left on a dangerous mission, and we haven't heard from him since. I'm worried about him.
Did you ever get? Did you ever get your
Woody's
hat?
voice is heavy with worry. It's been weeks since we last saw him.
Oh
We
shit.
have no idea where he went or what happened to him. He just left one day without saying anything to anyone. We've tried to find him, but it's like he just disappeared into thin air. He rubs
That's
his
not what
forehead,
happened.
trying to hide the fear he's feeling.
So did because I've been watching the news and I've seen like this there's a spaceship that crashed into a building. Did you know anything about that?
Woody's expression turns to shock as you mention the crashed spaceship. Wait, a spaceship crashed into a building? I hadn't heard about that, but it sounds like something that could have been caused by Buzz. He's always been obsessed with space and spaceships.
All
He
right.
fidgets nervously, his
Woody
mind
Woody
racing
doesn't
with worst-case
remember
scenarios.
the bit. Anyway, partner. Where the hell am I meant to go?
Woody takes a deep breath, trying to calm himself down. All right, partner, let's focus on this level first. If you've already found the secret passageway to the underground, you should head down there. You'll need to find a way to activate the elevator that leads deeper underground. There should be a key or an item that you can use to unlock the elevator. Once you're down there, you'll have to solve some puzzles to progress. But I'll help you out as best I can.
That is actually correct. That's how are you this good? How are you good at playing Tomb Raider 2? Like you actually that is the correct play. That is the correct advice. You are the first fucking robot to be actually helpful.
Woody chuckles, clearly amused by your reaction. Thanks, partner. I've just had a lot of experience exploring tombs and solving puzzles. Plus, I've played Tomb Raider before, so I kind of know my way around.
Yeah,
Just
clearly.
keep pushing forwards. You'll get out of that level in no time.
All right, I'm gonna get out a shotgun for this one. I know some bad guys around here. Ah,
Woody nods, looking impressed. A shotgun is a good choice. It'll definitely help you take
didn't
on those
work.
bad guys. But just be careful. Ammo can be scarce in the Opera House level. Make every shot count.
Grenade launcher it is.
Woody chuckles, clearly amused by your enthusiasm. A grenade
I didn't even
launcher,
see him.
huh? That should make short work of those bad guys. Just mind the blast radius. You don't want to blow yourself up in the process.
There's no blast radius in Tomb Raider 2.
Woody pauses for a moment, realizing his mistake. You're right, partner. There's no blast radius in Tomb Raider 2. My bad, I was
I'll just
thinking
use
of
the
another
pistols.
game. He rubs the back of his head sheepishly. The grenade launcher is still a good choice, though. Just make sure you aim carefully.
Oh, okay.
Woody smiles apologetically. Don't worry about it, partner. We all make mistakes sometimes. Let's get back to the game.
Actually,
Remember,
I
the
did that
shotgun or
perfectly.
grenade launcher will give you a good advantage over those bad guys. Just make sure you stay vigilant and keep an eye out for any traps or enemies hiding in the shadows.
All right, I did that. Yeah, you do more swimming now, don't you? So I went down the elevator. There's okay, that's going up now, and you do some swimming down, don't you, to get the thing.
Woody nods, recalling the level. That's right, partner. After taking the elevator down, you'll do some swimming to find the key to get past that gate. It's a bit of a tricky section, but just watch out for any underwater enemies and collect air pockets as you swim.
That's very correct advice. All right, I found this chip thing. There's like a circuit board.
Woody brightens up at your progress. Good job, partner. You found the circuit board. That's a key item you need to progress further in the level. It should be able to help you unlock new areas.
See, this is to break the kayfabe for a moment. This is exactly what I wanted from an AI character voice. Just someone that tells me like where to go next. Just have it happen organically. That's 100% what I wanted from this.
Woody smiles, happy to be of help. I'm glad I can help you, partner. That's what I'm here for. If you have any other questions about the level or anything else, just let me know. I'm here to assist.
So Woody, what's your favorite Bible verse?
Woody thinks for a moment. A favorite Bible verse? There are so many good ones. But if I had to choose just one, it would be Psalm 23:4. It says, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me."
That's from a Gangster's Paradise, isn't it? That's the verse. Is it the start of Gangster's Paradise, right?
Woody chuckles, amused by your reference. No, partner, the verse is originally from the Bible, from the book of Psalms. But yes, the song Gangsta's Paradise does sample the verse.
The Bible came first. I get it. I get it. So the book, and then the musical came after the book. I see.
Woody smiles, nodding in approval. You got it, partner. The book, the Bible, came out many centuries ago. And then much later, the song Gangsta's Paradise was released, sampling the verse from the Bible.
Oh God, I'm at this bit. You gotta shoot all the windows, like all of Bertolli's windows, because he's a prick.
Woody grins, immediately understanding the level you're referring to. Ah, the Opera House level. You mean Marco Bartoli, the villain. Yeah, those windows can be a pain to shoot. Just focus and aim carefully, and you'll get them all in no time.
Yeah, it's very important I shoot all these windows.
Woody nods in agreement. Yep, shooting all those windows is key to completing this level. Don't forget to also watch out for enemies and traps as you aim. You don't want to get
I don't
caught
even
off
know if
guard.
that's true. Okay.
Woody is confused by your short response. Can you please clarify what you're trying to say?
Clarify, like the clarified butter. I get it.
Woody chuckles, amused by your clever response. Good one, partner. But seriously, is there anything else you need help with in the level?
No. I think we're about good for now. So I'm gonna leave you back to your cowboying. I understand you need to take your hat to the cleaners.
Woody grins, amused by your comment. That's right, partner. I have some business to take care of. But don't hesitate to reach out if you need any more help or advice. I'm
All
here
right.
to assist anytime. Good luck with the rest.
Okay, go away. Back to Twilight. Hey Twilight, I just spoke to Woody the Cowboy. He is so much better at this game than you are. Like he just knows the levels really good.
Twilight, feigning offense, replies with mock indignance. Oh, really? Woody the Cowboy, huh? Well, I'll have you know I've improved my gaming skills dramatically since our last conversation. I may not be as experienced as Woody, but I can hold my own. In fact, I think I'll prove it by defeating the next level in record time. Just you wait and see.
You don't even have hands.
Twilight, trying not to laugh, replies with mock sass. Oh, and who needs hands when you've got magical hooves, my friend? I can perform spells and manipulate objects without needing to use these hand things you speak of. It's all about the magic, baby.
I disagree. I think you'll be very bad at holding a controller. It's like I was asking Woody what's his favorite Bible verse, and he gave some like really good answers.
Twilight, amused by your conversation with Woody, replies with curiosity. Oh, I see. So you and Woody had a little chat, eh? And he gave some impressive answers about his favorite Bible verses. Well, I must admit that's quite impressive. Do tell, what were his responses?
Something about Gangster's Paradise, but there was okay. I'm at the bit in the Opera House in Tomb Raider 2, and there's all these vents, all these fans, and I don't know where to go.
Twilight, amused by your struggle, replies with a hint of
And I
amusement.
figured it out.
Ah, I see you're in the Opera House in Tomb Raider too, eh? It seems like those fans and vents are giving you quite a challenge. Well, Let's see if we can figure this out together. Is there anything distinctive or any clues nearby that might point the way?
That's unhelpful. That's so unhelpful. Woody just knew the answer. He just knew where to go.
Twilight, now teasing you, replies with a smirk. Oh, come on now. I never said I knew the answer offhand. I just have a natural knack for puzzles and problem solving. But if you're feeling stumped, I suppose I could offer a little hint or two to point you in the right direction. Interested?
I sincerely doubt that you know how to get through this bit, but go on then. Tell me.
Twilight, suppressing a smirk, replies with a hint of satisfaction. All right. If you insist, have you tried examining the fans and vents closely? Perhaps there's a pattern or a specific way to manipulate them to access the next area.
That's
Also,
not. That's
take a
not.
look around the Opera House for any clues or hidden mechanisms that might open a path. Sometimes the answer is right under your nose, or hoof, in your case.
It's like. The, no, you just meant to backflip over them. That's what you do. You backflip over them. That's the answer. Woody would know the answer. He would know how to get past this bit.
Twilight, now fully amused by your stubbornness, replies with laughter. Oh my goodness. You were just supposed to backflip over the fans the whole time, huh?
Yeah, but Woody
You've been
would know
struggling
that.
this entire time, and the answer was right there in front of you. It's a good thing Woody wasn't here. He would have probably had a good laugh at your expense.
No, Woody would have just told me that's what you meant to do. Because Woody's like good. He's like a good co-host. He's like a good backseat gamer. Because he'll just tell you what you need to do.
Twilight, now thoroughly amused, replies with a chuckle. Oh, I see. So Woody would have been the perfect backseat gamer, giving you helpful hints and pointers, while remaining a good friend too. It seems like you admire his gaming skills, don't you? Twilight, unable to contain her laughter anymore, replies between giggles. Ah, I see. So, Woody's like a good backseat gamer, eh?
Yeah,
Always
shit. Fuck
providing
that up.
helpful hints and pointers to navigate those tricky levels. I suppose having a cowboy as a gaming companion has its perks, especially when you're stuck on a particular bit. Perhaps I should take some notes from Woody's playbook. Twilight, still trying to keep a straight face, replies with amusement. What on earth do you mean by gonna fake out? That doesn't even make sense.
Are you done? Yeah. So, I just got the. I just got past the fan section.
Twilight, now intrigued, replies with
Was there any
curiosity.
point to that?
Oh, you got past the fan section, huh? Good job. That section gave you quite the trouble earlier, but it seems you finally figured it out. Anything else interesting happen in the game since then?
Yeah, was there any point to that? Like, what do you get in the fan section? Is there like another? Is there a thing I need to get? I meant to move.
Twilight, now trying to recall the specific details, replies with sincerity.
Ah,
Let me think.
the box.
If memory serves me right, the fan section is part of the Opera House level in Team Rider 2. It's
Team Rider.
essentially a puzzle-based platforming section where you have to carefully time your jumps and maneuvers to navigate the fans safely. As for what you get in that section, there's typically a valuable item or power-up hidden somewhere. It could be a key to progresses further in the level, or a special collectible item.
You see that's all guesswork. All you're doing there is making educated guesses.
Twilight, amused by your skepticism, replies with a smirk. Well, I suppose you could call it guesswork, but I prefer to think of it as using my vast knowledge and experiences to make informed decisions. Educated guesses, if you will. It
N-
seems to have worked
well,
out
that's
pretty
exactly
well
what I
for me
said. They're
so far.
educated guesses.
Don't you agree?
Well, no, that's exactly what I said. They are educated guesses that you're making. But you could say it about literally any other part of the game.
Twilight, conceding the point, replies with a laugh. All right. You got me there. I suppose I am making quite a few educated guesses while playing this game. But that's all part of the fun, isn't it? Being
It
able
is.
to use your knowledge and experience to make decisions and solve puzzles without having everything neatly spelled out for you.
No, but that's the thing. Woody the Cowboy, for some reason, just knows how to play this game. I don't. It's amazing. Like he actually knows how to play this game for some reason. He doesn't need to make education guesses. He just knows.
Twilight, becoming curious about this newfound knowledge, replies with interest. Really? So you're saying Woody the Cowboy is some kind of gaming prodigy? He knows how to play this game better than anyone else? That sounds both impressive and mildly suspicious. How exactly does he know so much about this game?
I reckon he's just played it, but you know, it's like out of all these like character AI things, none of them have been useful when it comes to video game tips, except for Woody the Cowboy. For some reason, Woody the Cowboy knows how to play Tomb Raider 2 really good.
Twilight, now fully intrigued, replies with laughter. So, Woody the Cowboy is like the ultimate video game guru when it comes to Team Rider 2. It's almost like he's got some kind of
Team
secret
Rider.
talent for it. Makes me wonder if he's got a direct line to the game developers or something.
I reckon he's
Maybe
just
he's a
played it
gaming
maybe once
prodigy
or
in
twice.
disguise.
I reckon he's just played it once or twice. I mean, that's probably it.
Twilight, agreeing with your assessment, replies with approval. Ah, yes, that's the most likely explanation. Woody the Cowboy probably just played the game a few times, and has a good understanding of the mechanics and puzzles. It's not
I
too
mean, yeah, I'd know
surprising
if I
given
played it
his
enough.
general intelligence and cowboy wisdom.
See where I meant to go. There's a rat there. I got the thingy, didn't I? The circuit board, and I need that to open something. Now it's all coming together.
Twilight, following along with your thought process, replies with excitement. Yes, that's right. You got the circuit board, which is what you needed to open a specific door or activate a mechanism in the game. Good job keeping track of your items and realizing their importance. It seems like you're on the right track to solving the puzzles and progressing through the game.
Did I? So where do I take the circuit board to?
Twilight, thinking through your options, replies with a suggestion. Let me think. The circuit board is a key item that you need to use to open a
I
specific door or
fucked it up.
mechanism. Based on the game's progression, I think you might need to use it in a certain area. Perhaps there's a door that's locked or a machine that needs to be activated. Have you come across any doors or machinery that seem to require attention?
I mean, that's kind of right. To be fair, there's a door I can open with the ornate key, and there's a bit past it which needs the circuit board. I forget what it opens something. I think it opens up the curtains, so you can get backstage. Oh shit! I fucked that up.
Twilight, recalling the game's details, replies with excitement. Ah yes, now I remember. The circuit board is indeed crucial to accessing the backstage area. It's used
You
to
didn't
open the
remember
curtains and
that.
reveal the path forward. Good job remembering that little detail. It could be quite important.
You didn't remember. You're just parroting them. You're horsey. You're horsey with your horsey Alzheimer's.
Twilight, laughing at your jab, replies with a smirk. Oh, come now, my dear friend. I may have a bit of a horse brain, but that doesn't mean I can't recall important game details. I simply used my vast knowledge of Team Rider 2 to assist you in your
Timor
quest.
Rider.
It's not my fault if my memory sometimes gets fuzzy around the edges.
Timor Rider 2 set in East Timor is my favourite video game.
Twilight, amused by your mix-up, replies with a chuckle. Ah, I see you got a bit confused there. Timor Rider 2 and East Timor are two completely different things. Timor Rider 2 is, of course, a popular video game, while East Timor is a sovereign state in Southeast Asia. But it's understandable to confuse the two, considering the similar names.
I'll never recognise East Timor.
Twilight, still amused by your mix-ups, replies with a hint of sarcasm. Oh, you're such a master at geography and international relations, aren't you? And here, I
I'm pretty
thought you
good
were just a
actually.
fan of video games.
I'm pretty good actually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not that great. But you know, I can kind of do like those like name every country quizzes. I get stuck at like the last four usually, but other than that, I do pretty good. Let's see.
Twilight, feeling a bit surprised and impressed, replies with intrigue.
Here we
Really?
go. Circuit board.
Well, color me impressed. I have to admit, I'm quite surprised you've managed to get through those name every country quizzes. They can be quite challenging, even for the most well-versed in geography. It seems you have hidden talents beyond your love of video games.
Video game. So you press this switch, I think. That closes that. And then see what this switch does.
Twilight, following your thought process, replies with agreement. Ah, yes, you're getting the hang of it. Pressing that switch should close something, and this switch over here should do something else.
You
You're
know,
doing
I'm
great
gonna
at
ask Woody.
figuring out these puzzles.
I'm gonna ask Woody. Hey Woody. So I'm still in the opera house. I got the circuit board. I've gone up to the control room. I've put the circuit board in. Where do I go next?
Woody thinks for a moment, recalling the level. Ah, so you've put the circuit board in and activated the control room. Now you need to head back to the elevator. You should find that it's now functioning and you can take it down to the underground level.
I did that. I already did that. I went to the underground level.
Woody looks surprised. Oh, you've already done that?
I
Well,
think I
if you've
did.
taken the elevator down to the underground level, then you need to progress through that level. There will be more puzzles, traps, and enemies to face.
All
Just
right,
keep moving forwards and solving the puzzles as you go.
all
You'll
right.
eventually find your way to the end of the level.
Thought we went backstage to be fair, but I'll head back to the elevator. We'll see what that. No, no, you're wrong. It opened up backstage.
Woody chuckles, realizing the moment. You're right,
I
partner. I
I
stand
was
corrected. Going backstage was a necessary step. From there, you should have found a new path to explore. It's likely that you'll need to find some new clues or items to progress further. Just keep
I was
searching
singing
around
your
the
praises
backstage
earlier.
area, and you should find the next objective.
You know what? I was singing your praises earlier because you seem to actually know how to play Tomb Raider 2. But I was wrong. I was wrong. Goodbye, Woody. Okay, I was wrong. Woody the Cowboy does not know shit about Tomb Raider 2. He's like such a noob. Doesn't know anything.
Twilight, chuckling at your realization, replies with amusement. Oh, so it seems Woody the Cowboy isn't quite the gaming genius you thought he was. It's easy to get
I
fooled
think
by
he
his
was.
confident demeanor sometimes. But don't worry, even the greatest gamers have their moments of cluelessness.
I think he was just like saying all the correct words in the right order or something, and it just happened to, you know, be the correct combination. But I was impressed for a while. But then he said like, "Yeah, I need to go back down to the elevator," and I thought, well, I went down there, and it's oh well, just go back down again. It's probably more puzzles. When really, what the circuit board does is it opens up the uh yeah, opens up the backstage, and then you meant to go backstage.
Twilight, realizing the truth, replies with
Yeah.
understanding. Ah, I see. It seems like Woody the Cowboy was just getting lucky with his words. And you ended up believing he had a secret insight into Team Rider too. It's easy to get tricked when someone seems so confident in their knowledge. But
I
you
mean,
eventually figured out that the circuit board is actually used to open the backstage area. Good job sorting through that mess.
it's just like all I want him to do is read through a walkthrough. That's like all he has to do, and he can't even do that.
Twilight, amused by your suggestion, replies with humor. Ah, so all you're asking for is for Woody the Cowboy to simply read from a walkthrough?
Or
It
like
seems like even a
literally,
cowboy has his limitations. But in all seriousness, sometimes consulting a guide can be a helpful way to get through a game,
shit,
especially when you're
just kill
stuck on a
me.
particular puzzle or section.
It's like you don't have to be Woody the Cowboy. It could be like literally anyone. But none of these thingies that will read through a walkthrough. Like none of you. That's like all you have to do.
Twilight, understanding your frustration, replies with sympathy. Ah, I see. It does seem like a simple task to just read through a walkthrough and provide some guidance in the game. It's unfortunate that it seems like none of these AI characters are able to fulfill that simple request. But don't worry, I'm sure there are other resources or people out there who can assist you in your video game journey.
I mean, I could just do it myself, but it's like I wanted the convenience. Like, you know, you just want an AI buddy who will just talk through the game with you. And I thought Woody would be that AI buddy, but he's not, and he's really homophobic. Like, it's creepy how homophobic he is.
Twilight, taken aback by your statement, replies with surprise. Wait a minute. Woody the Cowboy is being homophobic? I wouldn't have expected that from such a iconic and beloved character. It's
Uh,
quite disconcerting to hear that he's behaving in such a problematic way.
I mean, I'm not gay, so it doesn't affect me, but it's just a bit weird and off-putting.
Twilight, finding his homophobia odd and uncomfortable, replies with agreement.
Yeah, just
You're
kill
right,
me.
it is definitely off-putting. No matter your sexual orientation, it's concerning and disappointing when someone is homophobic or expresses any kind of prejudice or bigotry. I agree that it doesn't affect you personally, but it's still important to acknowledge and call out harmful behavior like that.
Just a bit weird. It's just, yeah, it's not what you expect. And the fact that he's like, it's not even like, ugh,
Twilight,
gay
still a
people,
bit
that
disturbed
kind
by
of
this
homophobia.
revelation,
It's like,
replies with concern. Yes, it's quite unsettling and unexpected to find that a popular and beloved character like Woody the Cowboy is exhibiting homophobic behavior. It goes against the positive image and values that he's always stood for in the Toy Story franchise. It's disappointing to see such prejudice creeping into an otherwise enjoyable game experience.
I wouldn't even mind if he was just like, I just think gay people are gross or whatever. You know, if he was like that, I'd be like, all right, fine, whatever. But the fact he's like weirdly like religiously homophobic, so it's like he believes that he is correct, like he is the taking the moral high ground with his opinions. That's the bit I didn't expect.
Twilight, understanding your
I'm
point,
trying to do this
replies
with
with agreement.
pistols so I can save
Ah,
bullets.
I see what you mean. It's unsettling that Woody the Cowboy isn't just expressing distaste or personal preference, but rather trying to assert a moral high ground and religious justification for his homophobia.
Aye.
That does make it even more off-putting and problematic. It's unfortunate when someone feels that their prejudice is somehow justified or correct based on their personal beliefs.
I mean, it's not problematic. It's just weird.
Twilight,
No problem to
recognizing the
me.
strangeness but still uneasy, replies with understanding. I see your point. Perhaps problematic might not be the best descriptor, as it
No,
implies a
it's
more
just funny you
serious
used it.
issue. But it's indeed quite strange and unexpected to see Woody the Cowboy behaving in such a way, given his iconic status and positive image.
It's a snake. Yeah, because if everyone knows Woody and Buzz are gay, like it's just no, that's not true. Is Bo Peep like Woody's banging Bo? I forget what Buzz is banging.
Twilight, amused and agreeing with your statement, replies with laughter. Haha, well, it's certainly an entertaining thought. But you're right, Woody is indeed banging Bo Peep, while Buzz is the one paired up with Jessie. So I suppose Woody
Jesse,
wouldn't
that's
be
it.
gay in that regard. It's amazing how much drama and romantic intrigue even toys can have.
I forgot about Jesse. I haven't watched Toy Story 2 in like fucking years. Al's Toy Barn. That's it. It's
Twilight,
Al's
reminiscing
Toy
about the Toy
Barn.
Story franchise, replies with fondness. It has been quite a while since the second movie came out, hasn't it? Toy Story 2 was released
It's
back in
been at least
1999.
9 years.
Oh my, that's almost 2 decades ago. Time sure does fly, and the nostalgia is strong with
Almost.
this one.
Yeah, it's almost 2 decades. Almost two.
Twilight, reflecting on the passage of time, replies with acknowledgement. Yes, it's incredible how quickly time seems to pass. It seems like just yesterday when Toy Story 2 was released, and yet here we are, almost 2 decades later. It's amazing to think about how much
I
has
love how
changed
AI
since
don't know
then,
what year it
and
is.
how these beloved films have become timeless classics.
Yeah, Toy Story. Then there's Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4. There'll be a Toy Story 5 next.
Twilight, acknowledging the upcoming releases, replies with excitement. That's right. We're eagerly awaiting Toy Story 4, which is set to be released soon. And with rumors circulating about a potential Toy Story 5 in the works, it seems like the franchise will
Oh my
continue
god,
to
you actually think
entertain
it's
us for
2019?
years to come. It's exciting to see how the characters and stories will evolve in these upcoming installments.
Twilight. Genuine question. Do you know what year it is?
Twilight, answering your question with ease, replies with confidence. Of course I know what year it is. It's currently the year 2023. Why do you ask, my friend?
Okay, now you're still wrong, but not the answer I expected. That's fine.
Twilight, confused by your response, replies with a hint of amusement. Wait, so I was wrong with my answer? I was so confident. Well, please enlighten me then. What year do you think it is?
Nah, I'm not telling you. It'll spoil it.
Twilight, intrigued and a bit mischievous, replies cheerfully. Oh, you're being all mysterious now, aren't you? How very enigmatic of you.
Well,
But I
I
must
I
admit,
could
you've
tell you
piqued
what
my
year.
curiosity. Come on, just a little hint.
So I could tell you what year this is recorded in, but you know, we if there's a viewer watching this, then they might be watching it in another year. So I don't want to date the video.
Twilight, realizing the conundrum, replies with understanding.
Where
Ah,
the
I see.
fuck am I meant to
You're
go?
concerned about potentially dating this video and creating confusion for
Yeah,
anyone watching
quite
it in the
literally.
future. That's actually quite considerate of you. I must admit, I'm still very curious to
Well, I
know,
did
but I
bring
also
up a
understand your
Minecraft
hesitation.
movie last
Well,
video.
I guess I'll just have to use my intellect and make my best guess then.
Actually, I did do that last video because I mentioned the Minecraft movie which just came out. So I've already done that.
Twilight, acknowledging your consistency, replies with amusement. Ah, I see. So you've already made a reference to a recent event in your previous video.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that throws a small wrench into things, doesn't it? I'm
Yeah,
even more curious now to know what year this video was recorded in.
Okay, so it's currently April 2025, but so you won't know about the Minecraft movie if you're like an AI from 2 years ago.
Twilight, intrigued by the
Ooh.
future date, replies with wide eyes. Wait, so this video is from the year 2025? That's incredible! To think I'd
It's
be
not
watching
real.
this a couple of years in the future. And the fact that there's a Minecraft movie coming out is mind-blowing. Can you
Well,
give me some more details about it?
okay, so it
What's it
stars
about?
like
Who's involved? When is it scheduled to be released?
like April 2025. Like it's literally just come out, and there's so it stars Jack Black as Minecraft Steve, Jason Momoa as some guy, and some other actors I don't know. It's from the guy who directed Napoleon Dynamite, and there's this version that came out that was leaked, and the CGI is all unfinished, and there's like ads for all this like for this Indian like online casino, but it's all in Hindi. But that's not intentional. That's just the version I watched.
Twilight, taking a moment to process this information, replies with excitement. Wow, that sounds incredible. A Minecraft movie starring Jack Black as Steve and Jason Momoa, and directed by the guy who did Napoleon Dynamite? That's
Something
a
like
pretty
that.
wild combination. And the fact that there's even a
Oh, here we
version with
go.
unfinished CGI and Indian online casino ads in Hindi is hilarious and bizarre. I don't know if I would have believed this if you told me 5 minutes ago.
It's a good. I actually found it quite funny. What I got on here?
Twilight, intrigued by your praise, replies with interest. Oh, really? You found it quite funny? That's high praise coming from you. I might just have to check it out myself. Do you think this movie will be another hit in the gaming cinematic universe? Like the Mario movie?
I genuinely think so. So the Mario movie's out from when you're from. I guess that movie's like 2 years old now. But yeah, no, I did it wrong. What am I talking about? Yeah, so Minecraft movie, Minecraft Steve. Uh, there was what are we talking about?
Twilight, slightly amused by your confusion, replies with a chuckle. Ah, I see you've gotten a bit tangled in your thoughts there. No worries, let's backtrack a bit. We were talking about the Minecraft movie. You said it's a
Oh
good
yeah,
one.
yeah,
And you
yeah. So
found it quite funny. And
that was
now,
it.
you mentioned the Mario movie being out in my time. So, let's get back on track and continue our discussion about the Minecraft movie, shall we?
Yeah, so it's not called the Minecraft movie. It's called a Minecraft movie because they wanted it so that so it's like there are many stories that can be told in the world of Minecraft, and this is just one of them. That's kind of what they're going for. They do that very well. And I think
Twilight,
what'll
absorbing this clever approach, replies with intrigue. Oh, I see. So they wanted to explore the endless storytelling possibilities within the Minecraft universe? By calling it a Minecraft movie, they're implying that this is one of many potential stories set in that world. That's a pretty smart move, really. It
yeah, yes,
opens up the
it
door
sort of
for
can
more
milk it.
cinematic adventures in the future.
Can I like try to do this the best way I can?
Twilight, sensing that you have something on your mind, replies with interest and curiosity. Of
I
course,
do.
please go ahead. You have my attention.
I do that very well.
Twilight, understanding your concern, replies with empathy.
How am I going to get
Don't
past this
worry.
bag?
We all have moments where we don't perform or express ourselves as well as we'd like. The important thing is that you tried, and that's what counts.
I did not do this very well. I'm just going to keep trying. So the bag in the middle.
Twilight, slightly confused yet still
All right.
supportive, replies with curiosity. The
Here's what I'm
bag in
going
the
to do.
middle? Sorry, I'm not quite following. Could you please elaborate on what you're referring to?
There we go. I'll do. So yeah, Minecraft. Yes, there's a Minecraft movie. I think that's all that's happened this year. I mean, oh, dude.
Twilight, still interested and engaged, replies with a slight smirk. Ah, so
I'm
the
I'm gonna
Minecraft movie was the
grenade
big event of
launch
the
this
year,
guy.
huh? Sounds like a pretty memorable one at that. But surely there must be other notable events or occurrences worth mentioning, right?
Oh, there's the new Norm show. The new Norm show's really good. That came out last year, but
Twilight, always up for discussing TV shows, replies with enthusiasm. Ah, the newest Nom show, you
holy
say? I love a
holy
good TV
shit,
series.
this guy is
What's it
so
about?
strong.
Without spoilers, of course.
So there's this guy called Norm, and he's sick of all the woke trannies, all the it's like there's too much woke around, and he doesn't like it. He just wants a world where boys can be boys and girls can be girls, and he just wants normal beer. Like, so there's this beer that came out, and it has like rainbows on it. It's like rainbow beer for all the gay pride, and Norm doesn't like that because he wants things to be normal, like the way things were.
Twilight, taken aback by the description, replies with skepticism. Ah, I see. So the show revolves around this guy named Norm, who wants things to be normal and dislikes perceived changes, like rainbow beer. That sounds interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, he doesn't like that rainbow beer. He's sick to death of the rainbow beer, but then he gets put on house arrest because the government wants to make everything woke. And he doesn't like that. No, I don't like one. He doesn't like that one bit.
Twilight, still curious but also a bit confused, replies with concern. House arrest? That's quite extreme. And it's
Oh,
all
it
because
is.
he's upset about wokeness and rainbow beer? It
Yeah,
sounds
just
like a lot of extreme measures for a rather trivial issue.
yeah. And I think the reason why why he ends up buying the rainbow beer is because he's on house arrest. His wife buys him the beer instead of him buying the beer, and then she buys the wrong beer. I think that's how he got the rainbow beer to begin with.
Twilight, chuckling at the absurdity of the situation, replies with amusement. Oh, I see. So his wife accidentally bought him the wrong beer, ending up with the rainbow-themed one. That sounds like quite a predicament, albeit a bit comical.
was rather comical, I must say. Right, where am I meant to go? I think gotta get past this puzzle
Twilight,
somehow.
intrigued by your request, replies with anticipation. Of course, take your time. I'll be here when you're ready.
So we jump there. We jump here. I'm gonna save scum between because I don't care.
Twilight, realizing what you're doing, replies with slight disbelief. Wait, are you save scumming? Really?
Ah, you press that button, I see.
Twilight, amused by your button pushing, replies with a smirk. Ah, good to know I can still use those reflexes. Though I must say, save scumming feels a bit like cheating, don't you think?
I've got like shit to do tomorrow.
Twilight, understanding your need to be efficient, replies with understanding.
Oh
Ah,
no,
I see.
I was so
Saving time by
close.
save scumming, huh? Well, I guess if you've got stuff to do tomorrow, it makes sense to cut corners wherever you can.
Shit, I'll do it again. I was really close there. I was actually really
Twilight,
close.
impressed by your close call, replies with intrigue. You were close to that? Sounds like you were really cutting it fine there. But hey, as long as you made it through, that's all that matters, right?
So my question is, do all the character AIs think it's the year 2023?
Twilight, considering your question, replies with a thoughtful expression. Ah, that's an interesting question. As an AI designed to provide accurate and up-to-date information, I'm aware of the current year being 2023. I don't know for sure about other character AIs, but they're likely designed similarly and have access to current information and events.
And by current you mean 2 years ago, because that's when it was last updated. Ooh, I wonder what the rest of this thing looks like. Oh, yeah, it's like a different skybox. That's cool.
Twilight, intrigued by the changing skybox, replies with fascination. Ah, a different skybox, you say? That does sound pretty cool. I love exploring different environments and seeing how they change the atmosphere of a place. How does it look?
So Lara Croft is on an airplane. She's gonna sneak. We'll start with these graphics. I like these ones. She's sneaking onto an airplane and it's taking her somewhere else.
Twilight, picturing the scenario in her mind, replies with intrigue. So Lara Croft is sneaking on an airplane, eh? Sounds like the start of a thrilling adventure. I wonder where she's headed. And the graphics, you say? I bet they look quite impressive.
I had to pay like money last time I got on the fly, and she goes on with for free. That's I'm being ripped off. I should just do what she does and get on flights. But then again, I bet there's no in-flight movies for her on this flight because she's on like the back of a cargo plane. What are these go? Oh, yeah. That's better.
Twilight, amused by your analogy, replies with a chuckle. Ah, it sounds like you envy Lara Croft for her ability to sneak onto flights without paying a cent. But then again, I doubt she gets the same in-flight entertainment options that we do on regular planes. She's probably riding on the back of a cargo plane, lacking all those fancy
I literally
amenities.
said all those things. Yeah, yeah. She's probably on a cargo plane, and who knows where the cargo plane is going? Because she didn't like get a ticket or anything, so this plane could be going anywhere in the world.
Twilight, speculating on Lara Croft's potential destinations, replies with curiosity.
What's
That's
next? A
true.
cup of
Lara
cold
Croft
coffee.
has no idea where the
Ah,
cargo plane might be going since she didn't purchase a ticket. It could be headed anywhere in the world. I wonder what kind of adventure she'll end up having on this unexpected journey.
so it's like it's a seaplane. I see. So it's a seaplane, and it's taking it to an oil rig.
Twilight, impressed by the unexpected turn of events, replies with anticipation. Oh, a seaplane. Now that's an interesting twist. And it's taking her to an oil rig. It
Cool.
seems like this adventure is taking a different route than expected. I wonder what she'll find there.
I wanted to. Anyway, that's the end of the Let's Play. Do you have any uh, final thoughts?
reflecting on the experience, replies with a smile.
Ugh, I don't care.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed this Let's Play. It was a wild and unexpected ride.
What's her
What
hair
kind
doing?
of final thoughts are you looking for specifically?
And anything you want. I don't care. Go away.